What's up, guys? It's Mogs out in Coniston, the Toe Blake Memorial Arena, facing off against the North Bay Lakers for Playdowns. Best 2 or 3 series. Winner moves on to provincial championship. Alright, so we're in the zone. North Bay gets it out. Physical play behind the net. Puck comes out front. Save from Murphy. Whistle goes. Oh, body's flying. It's all good.
Did you see that?
I only saw a person fall.
She like straight up like knocked her ass. Like nobody did nothing. We had those refs the other day, though.
All depends. Paris gets it over the blue line. North Bay picks it up in the neutral zone. Pressure from Montang. Paris battles at the blue line. Support from Perry. Perry back to Massimiliano. She chips it up to Montang. Izzy up for Michaela. Over back to Izzy. Shot deflected wide. North Bay gets a shot on net. Glove save. Face off inside.
Just talking to Ben. I actually didn't watch the whole game. But he said like the 3-on-3, they didn't know what they were doing up there.
It was okay, just not the best. Because they said they even practiced it.
But that 3-on-3 is so strategic. You gotta be like, know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not just like, just play your best. Like you gotta be smart.
Possession's big and stuff.
Because the smallest thing you're done. That's it.
Because it turns into 2-on-1 and right there in the
Right away. That lead.
Shot from Gation into the glove. Thirteen and a half minutes to go in the first. Still 0-0. Shot from Morris goes in. Backhand off the draw. And Ryan Morris puts the Lady Wolves up 1-0 out in Coniston, Ontario. So earlier I said it's a best of 3, but it's actually first to 4 points, which is a unique format. One time we, Playdowns. The winner goes to provincials.
So there's no league.
The playoffs was the game we played last week. So there's playoffs and playdowns. So one's for the league and one's for the provincial. I'll tell you in a second. All right, we're in the zone. North Bay gets it out. Gibbs chips it into the zone. North Bay gets it back. Send it behind the net. Pressure from Belanger and Palizé keep it in the zone. Nice pinch from Gibbs, keeps it in. North Bay gets it out of the zone. We get a face-off inside. Yeah, there's league champions.
So they lost.
No, they're still doing that.
That's
They lost game 1. They lose game 2, then they're best of 3 series. That's the game she's playing on Saturday. And not everybody's guaranteed a spot in the championship. One person in each area. So no base in the district, so whoever wins the series goes on to the championship, which is separate from the league champions. Puck comes out front, knocked away by Judd. Paris gets a piece of it, gets it back to Judd. She chips it up into the neutral zone. Lontagne helping her out. Got a battle on the side. Didn't get that on camera. Yeah. Paris dumps it in. Just falling down, that's all. Nice work from Morris, keeping it in the zone. Izzy helps her out. Morris back to the blue line. Bella's shot. Gets to Gation. Gation to Morris. Back to the blue line for Emma. Morris, she gets a shot off the pad. It's back for Berkeley Patura. Berkeley sends it down low to Ella. Ella to Ryan. Ryan puts it out front. Knocked away by North Bay. Pressure from Ryan in the corner ties her up. Berkeley supports her. 2-on-2 battle. Puck gets loose. Morris comes out with it. Gets it back to Emma Moore. Her shot blocked in front. Rebound picked up by North Bay. The North Bay player down off of Emma's shot. Poor girl. She's going to have to get off. So she's off, and Emma Moore picks the puck back up in her own zone. She comes up the side with it. Takes it over the blue line, sends it across to JoJo. JoJo to Ella. Puck bounces in front and out, and the goalie has to dive to cover up that. 11 minutes to go. 1-0 Lady Wolves. First period action. Gibbs shot is blocked. Frood keeps it in. North Bay gets it out on a second effort. Puck comes up the ice into the corner. North Bay hits the brakes. Gibbs uses her body. Gets some help from Belanger. Belanger and Cole working on it. Gets back to Gibbs. She sends it cross ice to Palizé. Palizé sends it up in the neutral zone. North Bay dumps it back in. Gibbs picks up the puck in the corner, chips it up into the neutral zone. Off the North Bay player, ice and waved off. And Belanger picks it up. Belanger circles back. Tries to get to the net, knocked away by North Bay. Puck bounces over some sticks. Rowan Frood keeps it in. Dahlia gets a piece of it, but North Bay finds it. Takes it out of the zone. North Bay gets some pressure in the corner. Frood chips it around the boards. Michaela Cole chips it over the blue line. North Bay goes D to D, and they're back in their own zone now. Pressure from Perry. Forces the play, and Paris keeps it in. Paris gets bumped in the sidewall. Keeps possession. Getting help from Perry now. Perry back to the blue line of Frood. She walks across, hands it to Gibbs. Gibbs gets her shot through traffic. Rebounds loose. Paris got a piece of it. It's cleared away. North Bay sends it back behind the net. Izzy gets there. She gets pressured. Gets some help from Perry, but North Bay fires it out of the zone. Misses the net. That's going to be icing. Good shift out there from Addison Gibbs. Shout out to her and her recent commitment to Laurentian University and their flag football program. So congrats to Gibbs and her adventure next year in university. Gation, back to Judd, back to Gation, back to Judd, back to Gation. Renella dumps it down low for Berkeley. Pressure from North Bay, they send it up center. Judd intercepts the pass, chips it off the boards for Morris. Morris dumps it in the zone. Gation gets it over to the corner. Berkeley gets a piece of it, fires it in front of the net. North Bay sends it to the blue line. Judd's there. She walks in. Her shot gets blocked. She gets it over to Ella. Ella sends it behind the net to Ryan. Ryan out front to Bella Mass. Just couldn't get a handle on it. Judd gets loose puck behind the net. Off the boards for Carrington. Carrington chips it up center. Pressure from Berkeley, forcing the play. North Bay gets it back to Belamass. Belamass up center to Belanger. Stays in the zone. North Bay gets a shot. Murphy makes a save.
Is this yours?
No. Eight minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Lady Wolves. Belanger on the draw. She sends it back to the corner. Emma Moore fires it around to Carrington. She chips it out of the zone for Dahlia. Dahlia streaking in. Cuts to the high slot. Her shot gets blocked in front. She gets it back into the corner with some help from Carrington. Emma Moore picks up her shot off the goalie's pad. And North Bay fires it up center. They don't make the pass, but it gets in the zone. Emma Moore gets it back, fires it up the boards. Michaela Cole gets a piece of it. No, she doesn't. Icing called. Close call.
Time's the game tomorrow. Finland, Canada.
I'm not sure. I feel like it's. I think in the morning.
I set 3 alarms. I can't let my team down.
Right?
Are you at work tomorrow?
Yeah. Shot from Perry deflected wide. Izzy gets the rebound behind the net to Paris. Her shot saved. Rebound from Perry deflected wide. Now North Bay goes for a skate. North Bay enters the zone. Pressure from JoJo. And back check from Paris. And puck goes behind the net. Emma Moore on the other side. Ties up. Gets some help from Perry. And Montang, and it goes behind the net for JoJo. JoJo chips it up to Paris. She comes out of the zone with it. Over the blue. She's got some pressure from North Bay. Sends it down low for Izzy. Izzy gets it out front, bounces over some sticks. Gibbs keeps it in. Gibbs at the blue line gets a shot through traffic on net. Goalie hangs on to it, even though she can't see it. Nice save from Zara Doe. Off the draw, Rowan Frood keeps it in the zone. North Bay at the hash marks, chips it out. Gibbs gets it back at our blue line. She chips it up center, off a couple players, hands up for an icing, it's waved off. Battle down low, and Gation keeps it going, getting help from Morris. Puck's behind the net, Morris puts it over to Frood. She's covered up, so she dumps it in the zone, deflected high. Morris chips it over. North Bay chips it back the other way. Now North Bay fires it around the boards. Wesley tries to get it out, but Gibbs gets a shot on net. Berkeley gets the rebound out front. Gibbs' shot deflected high. Cleared out by North Bay, hands up for an icing. But Layla's going to play it. On a line change, we got 5 players on the ice. That's good. Unlike Czechia. Puck comes out front. Gibbs knocks it away. Puck to the blue line. Carrington gets that out. Dahlia gets it into the zone. That's a talent right there. North Bay gets it back in their zone, sends it in, hands up for an icing. 5:12 to go in the first. 1-0 Lady Wolves.
Like, I how the colors of the jerseys are like hard to see. Like,
Nobody noticed.
that's the thing. Nobody.
Even this, they celebrated and everything. I didn't realize that part. Like 6 guys in a huddle.
It's nuts because it's like one of those. You know those things that like. Oh, what back in the day I thought Lucky Charms only had something on it and they show you it's different.
Yeah, yeah.
Manila effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
They made that effect, yeah.
Nobody saw it. Was it real?
Did it even happen, right?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's pretty.
Battle in the corner. Cole keeps it going. Gets some help from Belanger, who takes it out of the zone. Belanger into North Bay territory, chips into the corner. North Bay picks it up on the other side. They chip it up the boards. Judd gets it in the neutral zone. Comes up center with it. Dumps it in. Bella Perry with some pressure, keeping it in the zone. She gets taken out physically. Gets some help from Izzy. Izzy to Emma. Emma up to Michaela. Michaela into the zone. Gets a shot. Goalie glove save. Puck comes around. Michaela Paris keeps it in. She gets tied up. Keeps the battle going. Puck comes up center. Emma Moore gets it over to Jojo Adjueze. Jojo to Paris. Back to Jojo. She takes it in the zone. That gets deflected out of bounds. Face off inside. .338 to go in the first. 1-0 Wolves. Morris to Gation. Adjueze, her shot deflected away by Doe. Couture sends it back around the boards. Gation in a battle. Keeps it in the zone. Gation's got 2 on her. Support from Morris. And Jojo keeps it in. Morris gets the loose puck. Cuts into the slot. Gets it into the corner. Behind the net, support from Gation, and bounces back to Jojo. Jojo off the boards to Ella. She keeps it in the zone. Now it's cleared out by North Bay. It's going to be icing. Good pressure from the Wolves with 3 minutes to go in the first. Off the draw, it goes behind the net. Kayla Cole ties up. Ooh, takes a cross check and some help from Carrington. Carrington, and then Rowan Fruit chips it back in. North Bay fires it around the boards. Gibbs gets a piece of it. Sends it down low to Dahlia. Dahlia circles back. She's pinned in the corner, up close and personal. Nice little battle. And Carrington gets out front to Cole. Her shot deflected wide. At the blue line, Carrington keeps it in. Fires it towards the net. Michaela Cole gets a piece of it, but Zarado scoops it up. 2:13 to go in the first. 1-1.
Weekly update.
Watch live. My one buddy's got a kid. Yeah. Battle on the side. Izzy ties up. Gets support from Perry. Judd's there to keep it in. She walks in. Her shot deflected wide. Perry keeps it in. Takes a bump and keeps on going. Perry in the high slot. Gets it back to Kalen. Kalen fires that down low. Bella Mass chips that in the corner. North Bay gets it, but Izzy chips it back in the zone. North Bay picks it up, fires up the boards. That's going to be icing. 1:35 to go in the first. shot from Wesley on Murphy. She hangs on to that. 124 in the first. Off the draw, North Bay sends it to the blue line. They go D to D. Dump it in. Shot from the hash marks blocked. Gation gets the loose puck out of the zone. Over the blue line, it's going to be offside. I don't know if someone pushes you. I think there's something about that.
They might wave it off.
Yeah, because it wasn't your fault.
Maybe you were standing at the blue and someone pushed you in while they were coming down.
Yeah. Puck comes out to Michaela Cole. She takes it up through the neutral zone. Drop pass to Belanger. Her shot blocked. Dahlia gets the rebound behind the net. Palizé after it. Forces her around the other way. Belanger tries to get there. She's tied up. Puck fired out of the zone. That's going to be icing. 35 seconds to go in the first. Yeah, because like even like, let's see if something that goes out. And you're still they bring it back in. It's not offside. But I don't. So I figured if that's a rule, it's something to push into. It would be interference too. So I don't know if you call it penalty or. Right. Back to Gibbs. Her shot deflected in front. It's loose. Perry gets the rebound. That's save. Another rebound. Save. Rebound's loose again. Paris finds it behind the net. She gets tripped up. Perry helping her out now. Perry in the corner. Puts that out front. Blocked by North Bay. Lantagne gets it back behind the net. Izzy skates it out off the boards to Addie. Addie bounces over her stick. She gets a handle in the neutral zone. Fires it back on net at the buzzer. 1-0 after one period for your Sudbury Lady Wolves. Yeah. North Bay gets in the zone. Can't get a shot. Puck goes in the corner. Gibbs ties up. Morris supports her. In comes Gation. 3-on-3 battle in the corner. Gibbs chips it up. Uses her body to protect. North Bay walks out, but Rowan Frood takes the puck away. Sends it up center to Morris. Hits her in the feet. North Bay chips it back in the zone. Frood sends it back out to Patura. Patura to Morris. Morris gets in there. She's in the slot. Shot. Glove save.
World is warmed up though.
Yeah, she's making some big saves. Another big save from Zardo. Puck comes out front, knocked away by North Bay. Take it back into the zone, into the corner. Puck comes around the other way. Now Cole reverses. Back to Massimiliano. Back to Cole. Chips up the boards. Sends that cross ice to Carrington. Carrington into the zone. Hirsch into the corner. Puts it out front. Everyone is tied up. Puck sent behind the net. Into the corner. Carrington with some pressure. Kennedy Wesley for North Bay fires it around. Bella Mass keeps it in. The puck comes out to Kaylin. She sends that deep into the zone. We're on a line change, so we're offside. And we're back onside. Puck comes back to Kaylin. She chips up to the blue line. Carrington tries to get that to Dahlia. North Bay gets it back into the zone. Bella Mass off the boards to Kaylin. She chips it up to the blue line. It's kept in by North Bay. Now Montaigne gets that out. Offside is called. 13:06 to go in the second. 1-0 Lady Wolves. Off the draw, it bounces around and comes back to JoJo. Over to Emma. Up for Paris. Paris chips it in. Held up at the blue line. Now it's at the hash marks. North Bay picks it up, takes it out of the zone. Back check from Perry, sends it over to JoJo. JoJo to Izzy. Izzy over the red line into the zone. Gets a shot on net. Zara finds the rebound and hangs on to it. Get a face-off to the right of Zara. 12 and a half minutes to go in the second. Perry ties up. Montaigne gets loose puck, puts it on net. Zara puts it in the corner. Paris back to Moore, bounces over her stick. She dumps it back in the zone. We're back onside. North Bay chips it up. Emma's there to keep it in, sends it into the corner. North Bay sends it behind the net. Pressure from Paris, and JoJo keeps that in. JoJo skates in with it. Gets it down low to Paris. Paris has two on top of her. Montaigne helps her out. Paris goes in the corner. Pressure again from North Bay. Montaigne helps her out. She gets tripped up, puts it out front, but Zara makes the save and hangs on to it. Good entry.
Because they haven't called nothing yet, they're waiting for like an actual penalty? Or...
Yeah, like it was, yeah.
She had the puck. Got tripped.
Yeah, it affected the play.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah. Off the draw, Petura's shot goes behind the net. Gation gets it on net. Zara hangs on to it.
And there is such a thing as like different levels of like tripping. It doesn't have to be a hard like a triple trip. I've seen some of the NHL players who got stuck by accident.
Yeah.
Trip. You know what I mean?
Morris and Gation working at it. It's back for Fruit. Her shot into the glove and back out. North Bay chips it up the sidewall. Fruit keeps it in. But now North Bay taking it out. Pass in front, blocked by Gation, and Gibbs chips it up to Petura. Petura clears it out of the zone. Off a North Bay player, iced and waved off. Yeah, skated right into her. Puck comes back in our zone. Gibbs chips it up the boards for Petura. Petura sends a cross ice for Gation. She's into the zone. Gation shot, blocked. Puck bounces off the boards, back out front.
Refs are letting these girls go.
Yeah, they're letting them play like it's the Olympics here. Full contact. Now Belanger keeping it in at the blue line, sends it down low for Petura. Petura tied up, getting some help from Gation. She's throwing her weight around after getting bumped. Now North Bay gets it back out of the zone. Back check from Gation, ties her up at the blue line. Pass, hits a skate, and Belanger gets the loose puck. Belanger enters the zone, drives the net, gets blocked, but keeps the puck in the zone. Gets some help from Carrington, sends it down low to Cole. Puck bounces out, and Gibbs picks it up. Gibbs up to Cole. Cole chips it into the zone. Getting some help from Carrington. She keeps it at the blue line. The battle. Puck comes out. North Bay picks it up. North Bay chips it in the zone. Judd gets it behind the net, fires it around the boards to Carrington. Carrington skates it out of the zone. Gets over the blue line. North Bay gets it back. They chip it in the zone.
That's
Right? Gibbs dumps it in, hands up for an icing.
it sounded like she was screaming for a pass, but like
Yeah. Like something like it was like a nothing place.
sounded like literally like a horror story.
9:38 to go in the second period. 1-0 Lady Wolves. Game 1 of Playdowns to see who advances to the OWHA Championships, aka Provincials. Paris into the zone with it. She's tied up. North Bay gets it to the blue line, but Bella Massimiliano sends it back in. Judd comes in, keeps it in, gets a shot off the blocker at the blue line. Yeah. Now, ooh, nice work from Lontagne. Gets it in, it's blocked in front. She gets it back in the corner. Knocked away by North Bay. They send it up center. Hands up for an icing. Icing call. 8:57 to go on the second.
Well, she went fast and that came out of nowhere.
Saw that opening. Took the
Good shot
opportunity.
too. It sounded like with the.
I don't know if it got the blocker or the stick even.
It sounded like it was loud, so I don't know.
Yeah, even side of the head
It
even.
sounded like a headshot.
It could have been.
Yeah, then you got to score. We're not trying to chip.
If you take out the head, the body will fall. Gation behind the net to Morris. She gets it out front. Everyone's tied up. North Bay sends it up center. North Bay chips it into the zone. Puck comes out front. Everyone's tied up, and Berkeley gets it out of the zone. North Bay in the neutral zone. Pick it back up. Skate it in. Chips it into the corner. Emma Moore gets there. Chips it up to Berkeley. In the neutral zone, North Bay gets it back. They dump it in. Could have been offside, but Emma Moore picks it back up. Cuts up center. Kept in by North Bay there. Shot saved by Murphy. Berkeley on the rebound. She's tied up in the corner. Can't help from Moore. Got bodies on the ground here. Puck's loose. Puck comes out. Morris gets it. Ooh, Ryan Morris cuts through one, sends that cross ice. Berkeley gets it into the zone. Berkeley into the corner, taking it behind the net, trying to work it out front. Two North Bay players knock it away. Dahlia gets the loose puck. Dahlia back to the hash marks, into the corner. Taking it behind the net, help from Gation. Puck's loose behind the net. North Bay sends it around the other way. Gibbs keeps that in. She's at the hash marks, puts it out front. No, goes behind the net off a deflection. Jojo keeping that in. He gets bumped. North Bay bench cheer for that. Yeah. Especially when the bench cheers for it. Ooh, another physical play in the corner. Puck staying in the zone. North Bay now fires it up center. That goes on net, so Murphy's going to have to play that. Goes for a change. Dahlia picks up the puck. North Bay gets it back, puts it out front. Jojo gets it back. Jojo puts it in the neutral zone. North Bay chips it back our way. Carrington finds it at the red line. Knocked away by North Bay. They chip it into the zone onto Gibbs' stick. Gibbs to Adjueze. Over to Palize. She's got some pressure. She sends it up center. Now it's chipped back in the zone. Addie picks it up. Sends that cross ice. North Bay keeping it in the zone. Pressure from Jojo. Nice physical play. Fans don't like that one, and Jojo picks up the puck and takes it into the zone. Her shot is saved. Rebound from Jojo behind the net, comes out front, hits the side of the net. North Bay fires it down the ice. Won't make it for an icing. Addie picks it up. Addie circles back as we're on a line change. Now we get the line change complete. She chips it in the zone. Would have been high stick, but North Bay played it. Now Frood gets it. Fans are getting excited over here. Back to the blue line for Perry. Her shot blocked in front. Rebound from Lontang is saved. Another rebound goes. Another save. Perry after it now. Perry sends it down low to Izzy. She puts it out front. Knocked away by North Bay. Gibbs keeping it in. Behind the net, Izzy puts it out front. Paris was all tied up. Couldn't get a shot on that. North Bay chips it up center. Back in the zone. It's picked up by Perry. She turns with it. Goes for a little skate. Comes up the side into the zone. Shot. Gets blocked, and so does she, and puck goes behind the net. Loose puck, and Judd's there to keep it in. Still loose. Judd knocks it over to the corner. Now she puts it out front. Everyone's tied up. North Bay fires it down the ice. That's going to be icing. A lot of. That was a hit.
That was like 40.
Yeah. We got bumped once too.
No, I know it's
but like
back and forth, but that one, why did they let that slide?
I don't know. And that was right in front of us.
Everyone saw it. That's where the play was.
Yeah.
A little did they forget what like league it is?
Couture gets it out front. Gation tied up. North Bay knocks it away. Puck comes in the zone. Judd finds it, takes it behind the net. Up to Berkeley. She gets it to the blue line and sends it out. Won't be far enough for icing. North Bay gets it back in their zone. Morris with some pressure. Judd gets it back into the North Bay zone. They're back on side. North Bay with possession. Coming up through the neutral zone. They get a shot that's deflected wide. North Bay sends it behind the net. Morris gets there. Chips it up out of the zone. Won't make it for an icing. North Bay gets it back in their zone. 3.5 minutes to go. It's back to Belamass. Over to Judd. She gets it up to Belanger. She chips that into the zone to avoid the icing. And now pressure from Carrington and Michaela Cole. North Bay fires it all the way down the ice. Misses the net. That's going to be icing. 3 minutes to go in the second. Pressure, steady pressure from the Lady Wolves.
Refs are like, oh, it's only 13A? Like 13 single A? We thought it was 18 triple.
Off the draw, everyone's all tied up. North Bay chips it away. Come up through the neutral zone, into the zone. Belamass blocks the shot. It's scooped up by Murphy. Yeah. Little pusher. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was a thing last time. North Bay gets it to the blue line. They chip it down low. Belamass in the corner. Puck comes out front, blocked by Belanger. Belamass and Liano gets that up to MC. Back to Bella. Around to Kalen. Up for Carrington. No, she sees Dahlia streaking up center. She nails Dahlia with a pass. She cuts in with it. Gets the puck into the corner. Now behind the net, MC working at it. She gets it back to the blue line for Belamass. Her shot off a glove in front. It's cleared away by North Bay, but in comes Carrington. Scoops it up, works it out front. Dahlia can't get a shot. Back for Kalen on her backhand. She comes across the blue, cuts in. Still on the backhand, gets it out front. Blocked though, and Carrington in the corner after it. Carrington ties up. Belamass keeps it in. North Bay finds it. They send it out of the zone. Judd picks it back up. Back in our zone, Judd cuts back. Gets it over to Belamass. Belamass up into the neutral zone. Dahlia gets it in. Cuts in front. Dahlia gets a shot. Zara with the save. Loose puck goes in from Michaela Paris. shot from Bélanger to hustle to get that in there, and Paris on the rebound finds a loose puck on the doorstep. Ref was right there to see it too, so
Waited for a whistle too.
yeah, it was loose.
I can't see shit.
I can't see. I'm just assuming.
I can't see nothing.
I didn't really zoom in on that one either. It happened so fast. Sorry, folks. You have to take my word for that one. 2-0 in the second, averaging a goal per period. 1:36 to go in the second period. Puck comes up to the blue line. Jojo gets it back to the blue line, and Izzy sends it out. North Bay chips it back in the neutral zone. Izzy finds it, gets the red line, dumps it in on net, actually, so Zara's going to hang on to that.
Whatever happened over there? It looked like they just rushed it until like eventually tripled it. I didn't see nothing after the first quick shot.
No. North Bay gets it back. They chip it up into the neutral zone. Paris finds it. We got 1 minute to go in the second period as we re-enter North Bay territory. Paris in the corner. Support from Lontang. Puck comes behind the net. Perry gets a piece of it. North Bay keeps on going. Emma Moore and Bella Perry stop her at the blue line. And Bella Perry takes it out of the zone over red. Oh, over the offside is called. Did she get fucked there or did she try to stay outside?
Oh yeah, she tried, but she was sliding.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny. It was just like
She kind of turtled on the back of the net. It's just funny because she kind of does that. Sometimes it happens more often, but not typically. But she tried. Yeah. Alright, we get the puck in the zone off the draw. North Bay sends it back out. We come in the zone. Frood knocks it away. Morris on the back check. Puck comes out front. Everyone's tied up. North Bay gets it at the hash marks. That shot on net gets deflected into the corner. Gation forcing it. Kept it at the blue line. Shot blocked by Gibbs. She gets up to Gation. Gation circles back. Sends a cross ice for Berkeley. Just out of her reach. Icing called with 3.0 seconds to go. Mm-hmm. All right, they pulled the goalie. I like that play. North Bay pulls the goalie with 3 seconds left. 6-on-5. They get the shot on net. Whistle goes. It's at the hash marks. They took out our player at the hash marks and missed that part. Right? That's the buzzer, and that's the end of 2 periods. Lady Wolves up 2-0. Don't know why she's in front of the net for so long.
Yo, fans.
Yo, what's up, fans?
Hey, don't touch it!
Carrie, you just need this knife.
Oh,
Just mega messed
3,
up.
2, 1, selfie.
MC, you're gonna drop it.
I want to say hi to RJ's parents.
Yo, fix it.
Hello, RJ's parents.
Ooh!
Yo, is it?
MC,
Wait,
you're
is it?
dropping it.
Yo, wait, is that mute? Is it mute?
No, it's not. I'm kidding.
Yo, mute that shit. No, you can't delete it.
No, it's live.
Live. Yo, chill. I'm kidding. I don't actually.
Okay.
What's up, guys? It's Mooks.
It's no, keep it on. Keep it muted.
What's up, guys? It's Mooks. It's Mooks. How's it going live?
All right. Off mutes. I guess the girls came in for their own little second period interview. Third period action out here at Toe Blake Memorial Arena. Toe Blake, former NHL player and NHL coach from Coniston, Ontario. Paris gets the puck in the neutral zone and we're back in North Bay territory. Gibbs pinches in, keeps it in the zone for Perry. Perry gets tied up, keeps the battle going. Support from MC. MC cross to Frood. She gets a shot, just goes wide. Rebound picked up by MC. She gets that back to Frood. Frood, another shot, that's blocked in front. Yeah, she's got a cannon on her. North Bay trying to get it out. Perry gets it back in the high slot. Takes a look. Her shot through the uprights. And Carrington keeps it in at the hash marks. Puck gets back to the blue line and out. Gibbs in the neutral zone.
More plays like that, or shot like that.
Yeah. I don't think she wants. Okay, Dahlia comes in with it. Behind the net. Circles back. She's tied up. Puts it out front. Carrington's tied up too. North Bay through the neutral zone. Get back in our zone. We keep them outside. They get a shot. It's blocked by Gibbs. Carrington on the rebound. At the blue line, it's kept in. Offside called. Well, how's she go? 13 minutes to go.
You got defense like that? That would be the play. That's what. If you did that 20 times a game, they're going in. Like deflection, rebound, something. That's a hard shot. I've never seen one of your defense do that.
Judd fires that cross ice. North Bay chips it back in the zone. Offside is called. And it's funny because I know her parents, like, they know she has this option, but she never does it. She's saying the first time where she's actually done it, so she's gotta like let that
Monday
go.
morning practice, I'd be like, okay, so we're scratching all this shit, making some new plays here.
Yeah. Back in the zone, Judd sends it out. Off a North Bay player, sliced and waved off. Pressure from Patura, keeps it in the corner, and then in comes Morris. Works out front. North Bay knocks it away. Gatian supports Morris. Comes back to Judd. She sends that back into the corner. Gation with some pressure, physical play. That one I might have called. That was a little cross check. Gation tries to get it back to the blue line. That was a pure, yeah. We're going to get a call soon. Bella Mass gets it back behind the net. Gets up to Gation. It's kept in at the blue line. Back to Massimiliano. Around to Judd. Judd sends that cross ice to Gation. Gation into the zone. Her shot off the crossbar and the glove. Rebound cleared out. Emma Moore ties up at the blue line, gets it back in the zone. North Bay takes it back out, fires it on net.
These refs aren't even moving.
Murphy sends it to the corner for JoJo. She picks up and goes for a little skate up the side. Gets some help from Paris at the blue line. Hands it off to Perry. Perry circles back. Cuts up center. Knocked back for Emma Moore. She dumps that into the zone. Off of North Bay. Ice and waved off. North Bay picks up in the corner. Perry strips her of the puck. Pass out front. Blocked by North Bay. It's back to Perry. Paris comes in to help out. She's tied up. She gets pinned on the wall. North Bay takes it out. North Bay gets it at the red line, dumps it in. Emma Moore gets it behind the net. Up the side to Perry. Kept in by North Bay. They get a shot from the slot. Glove save. Rebound picked up by Emma. She chips it up the boards. Bella gets that to Michaela. Michaela gets it up into the zone. Drops it to Izzy. Izzy gets a shot deflected into the corner. Puck chipped away by North Bay. And Rowan Frood keeps that in. Frood in corner. Tries to work it out front. North Bay sends it back to the corner and around. Dahlia Belanger with some pressure, but North Bay gets it out of the zone. Dahlia gets it back in the neutral zone. She trips up at the blue line, gets back up, takes it behind the net. Over to Frood. She chips it up center to MC. She chips that in the zone. Knocked out by North Bay, and Gibbs gets it back in our zone. Gibbs sends it across to Carrington. Carrington chips it up center. North Bay knocks it back in the zone. North Bay behind the net. They get it back to the blue line. Shot from the point. Blocked by Dahlia. She takes the puck out of the zone. Dahlia into the zone. Gets a shot off the blocker. Comes around the corner. Pressure from Carrington. Keeps it in the zone. Carrington takes that towards the net. Gets some help from Cole. But knocked back for Morris. Morris chips it up to Cole. She's offside. I don't think the puck came in the zone, though. Yeah, it was close. Just to say. So we passed in the zone. The puck comes back to where we made the pass from in our zone.
Why does it go all the way down?
Because we passed it in, so wherever we passed it from, that's where it goes from. Judd gets it off the draw, skates it up into the neutral zone, hands it off to Patura. Patura dumps it in. Gation with some pressure. Judd's there to keep it in. Follow it up, and now Patura behind the net chips it over. Gation in the battle. Berkeley gets a piece of it. In comes Morris. Morris back to Massimiliano. She hands it off to Judd. Judd walks in. She got to the lane. Shot, fired, rebound. Comes out front. Bella Mass pinches in and gets a loose puck. Nice hustle. She gets tripped there. Ref consistent with no calls. At the blue line, Judd sends it back down low. Bella Mass on her feet. Sends it out front. Puck cleared off a head, out of bounds. Face-off will be inside. 8:20 to go in regulation. 2-0 Lady Wolves. Yeah.
Good wrist, but that's not a shoot. Does Helen ever slap? Is that?
Yeah, she got her swollen. Yeah.
Does she have, so she can?
Yeah.
That would have been a play right there.
Yeah.
Walking in, rolling.
JoJo to Izzy. Izzy takes it down low, gets that to Bella. Bella comes out of the corner, circles back. Tries to walk out front. She gets out front. Her stick's checked. JoJo helps her out. JoJo shot blocked in front. North Base sends it up. And send it back around. Puck's at the sidewall. Emma Moore keeping that in. Puck is at the blue line. Bella Perry gets it, but it comes out. North Bay takes it into the zone. Stopped by Lontang at the hash marks. Puck comes loose and Paris picks it up. Michaela Paris takes it into the zone. Maybe that's Bella Perry, not Izzy. But anyways, pass in front, knocked back to the blue line. Emma Moore keeping that in, sends it into the corner. Battle behind the net. Puck comes out of the zone. Emma Moore sends it back up. Puck comes out of the zone. Picked up now by JoJo. She gets that across to Cole. Back to Moore. She dumps that in the zone. It's knocked back to Emma. She's at the red line. She dumps that in. Oh, almost had it, but now it comes out. North Bay heads out with it. Into the corner, Gibbs gets there. In comes Belanger. She gets in. She gets taken out. No call there. Alright, she's down. We'll get some help for her. Here comes Shannon. Alright, 6 minutes to go in regulation. 2-0 Lady Wolves. Dahlia skated back to the bench, so I think everything will be all good. Puck at the blue line, comes out. Gation gets it back over to Berkeley. Berkeley to Rowan. Rowan gets the red line, chips it in. Pressure from North Bay at the blue line. They send it up center out of the zone. Gibbs hustles back for it, but icing called.
I saw something.
All right, 5.5 minutes to go. North Bay chips it up. Morris keeps it in. Morris gets it again. Comes up to the side with it, behind the net. She's looking for options. Sends it back to Bella Mass. Bella Mass through traffic. Gets it to Gaish, and her shot. Her deflection is saved by Zara. Yeah.
And that's all you need. It's just a nice little. Doesn't need to be so intense.
Nope. That's perfect with this. Yeah, exactly. Nice little shot. Redirect it. 5:09 left in regulation. 2-0 Wolves. And again, first team with 4 points. So if you get a win and 2 ties. Anyways, Perry back to the blue line. Paris covering, gets it over to Massimiliano. Her shot blocked in front. Perry on the rebound. Perry comes back to Judd. Judd back to Perry. Now Paris behind the net. Perry comes up the sidewall. North Bay sends it up center. Bella Mass blocks the pass. In comes Judd to get the next one. She goes sideways.
She hit on the bottom of her skate blade, switch straight.
Yeah.
Didn't twist anything. That was actually a good follow. Like,
Yeah.
throw your legs up. Instead of throwing them into.
Right. Perry gets it into the zone. Yeah, she still bent funny, but it'll be fine. Oh, Montaigne gets it out front. Loose puck, shot over the net. Couture gets it. It's loose in front. Sticks are going. Oh, we're going to get a penalty there. Slashing call coming up against Sudbury. There we go. Whistle goes. Got a little.
It's a little tough because when you're slashing back and forth and you.
Yeah, sold that one.
Look at this.
All right, goalie pulled. 6 on 4. 3:50 to go. And it should have been kicked out of the draw for that. Shots fired, save. Victoria battles in the corner. North Bay sends it to the blue line. Over to the hash marks, back to the blue line. Shot blocked by Batura, goes in the corner. Back to the blue line, North Bay fumbles it. They're going to have to regroup in the neutral zone. Pressure from Carrington.
Look at her.
Taking it all the way back into North Bay zone. But North Bay brings it back in now. They get in, drop pass, shot into the glove. Whistle goes.
Yo, we need a tiger. We need like 4 tigers on a play like this.
You can see 109 in the penalty, 259 regulation. 6 players for North Bay, 4 players for Sudbury.
Win it. Ice it.
We get it back to the corner. Gibbs ties up in the corner, gets knocked loose. North Bay gets out front. Gibbs blocks the pass. North Bay gets it back. They get a shot. They get it at the bottom corner. All right, it's 2-1.
Yo, it's tough when it's 6-4.
Yeah.
The level of play, like the league is, right? What do you expect for anyone to do?
Right.
It's tough.
Puck's in the neutral zone. North Bay has possession. They take it over the blue line in. Gibbs gets it back. Sends that around for Judd. Judd to Gation. Gation over the blue, over the red, into the North Bay zone. Gation into the corner, gets tied up. Keeps, right. Getting some help from Morris. Puck comes back behind the net. Gation with some pressure. Jojo gets a piece of it. Puck comes out. Loose puck picked up by Judd. She skates it over the blue, over the red, over the blue. Comes in. Gets held and down. Jojo getting it back. Judd picks up the loose puck in the zone. Gets a shot. It's in! Holy Mackinac! Kaylin Judd ripping one up top. 3-1.
After that shitty call?
Yeah, despite
Jesus.
some efforts.
She deserves that. Fuck, what a shot. Nice wristy, just top shelf.
Yeah. There you go. 1:45 to go. North Bay brings it in the zone. Perry intercepts a pass in front, gets that over to Lontang.
They want to pull the goalie.
Lontang to Paris. Paris into the zone. Gets a shot, deflected over the net. North Bay looking to pull their goalie, but we're back in the zone. Lontang ties up. Physical play going on here. North Bay chips it up center. Gets it back to Emma Moore. She gets it off the glass. Izzy's all tied up. Getting help from Bella Perry. Bella back to Emma. Over to Bella Massimiliano. Bella Mass around the boards. And now North Bay pulls a goalie. 6-on-5. Battle at the blue line. It's getting physical again. Izzy and Perry working at it. Emma Moore supporting her. Puck's at the blue line. It stays in. We enter the final 45 seconds of regulation. Back check from Perry, and Bella Mass gets it in the corner. Off the boards to Paris. Paris fires it up center. It's in the empty net. Michaela Paris with a nail in the coffin at 31 seconds.
Boom. Seal the deal. Nice shot. Nobody else is cheering, so I can only
That's all
cheer
good.
for my team. These refs need to get a talking to there for someone after this.
Dumped in the zone. Cole with some pressure. Comes back to Gibbs. 20 seconds. Gibbs to Paise. It's in the zone. Hands up for an icing. That's waved off. 10 seconds to go. And this is going to be 2 points for the Wolves as Carrington gets bumped around. Taking a couple cross checks. Keeps it in the zone. That's all she wrote. 4-1 win, Lady Wolves. 2 points needed out of the 4 to advance to provincials. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. The girls will play on Saturday, but you'll have to watch that game on another YouTube channel. Chad Perry will share that. That's a Sudbury Lady Wolves U18 channel from last year. Because unfortunately, the St. Charles Cardinals will be playing at 5 o'clock at Saturday, also at the same time, and you can only stream one game per YouTube channel. So won't be on this one, but don't worry, you'll still be able to watch the game. And you can flip back and forth and watch this one too if you'd like. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Till next time.